Hello again. I wanted to just tell you a little bit more about Planet Harmony and how it works and how we use music and movement for child brain development. And not just for building brains, but also for building bonds between the parent and the child, which doesn't always happen so naturally in the adoption setting, and why this is important. And I'm sure you know lots about this, but this is a particular program, and I wanted to just explain a little bit more about it. So it does draw from play therapy. It also there's a lot of expertise from child brain development. We worked with the Institute for Neurophysiological Psychology and the Sonatel Institute and Harvard Institute for Child Development. So there was a lot of expertise that went into that program. But the point was to bring all this expertise into a program that parents can do at home without paying for 10 different specialists, essentially. So we use music and movement and fairy tales and animation to introduce children to a fairy tale and characters that give them context and make this sort of movements memorable and, engage in a sort of fun and meaningful way, but that each of those animals and characters trains them in a particular type of movement and exercise that simulates and trains what should be happening in that child's brain development to make sure that it does. So there are evolutionary movements that happen in age 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so there's different Planet Harmony programs for age 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if you click the link in the email, you'll be able to read more about the results we're getting with the program. But this is targeted impact. This is really data, scientifically, based stuff, and we can share the data on the results that we're getting. But I think what I found interesting and why I ended up in the adoption space, which I was previously working with pediatricians and schools, is one of the big feedbacks is that it improves the parent-child relationship. We measured all the neurological stuff in the brain development, but when we spoke to parents and families, the biggest thing was the parent-child relationship. It's the bonding time, and it's actually the child that advocates for the program, that says, Mommy, when are we going to do the Planet Harmony time? When's our Planet Harmony time? Because they know that that's the 15 minutes of undivided attention that they're going to get from their parents. And that those play activities and fun activities do become a good source of bonding and sort of release stress and build joy and all the healthy oxytocin and wonderful things that we want to be happening. So it's an affordable option because it's digital, and it does come with a package of one-to-one sessions. It's a 10-week program with 5 one-to-one sessions, so bi-weekly one-to-one sessions, age-specific support, and the one-to-one sessions are designed to show the parent how to expand and use the program in response to the needs that are presented. So it's actually a very high level of support in a very tight-knit package. And we wanted to make this level of expertise and sort of very targeted brain development impact available to as many families as possible. And now with the changes that are coming in spring 2026, we really want to offer this to adoption agencies, because the biggest feedback that we've had, other than the scientific results from the neuromotor screenings, is this is so good. This is our favorite time together. My child is constantly, pulling my arm for when we're going to do Planet Harmony. And when we saw it has that level of response from, children and parents coming together on it, we realized that this is a really beautiful thing that we can be offering to adoption, where to really support the process of building those bonds. So if you are interested in building brains and building bonds, please do contact us. There's a link, a button below. We can book a call with me, and I am willing to be really flexible. My goal is to get this level of support to as many children as possible, especially if they come from trauma backgrounds, especially if they have developmental needs, developmental delays. various challenges because of maybe what happened in their birth family. I want them to have this, and I know that we can be creative, and I know that we can be resilient, and I know that we can find how we can make this level of support affordable and accessible to your agency and organization. So please do contact me. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to making a really big difference.